Alright guys, we are out here in the shop this morning. Take off the tripod. I've been working on this a little bit. I pulled this off of it. It was just welded on that other side. I probably won't need it for what I'm doing, and it hangs over. It was hanging right here, and it hangs over this rear tire, and I've smacked myself in the face so many times with it, so fuck that thing, it's gone. And then I've been working on mounting light bars. There's gonna be one here and on the other side facing opposite directions, obviously. And these are the light bars I got from the usual getting spot. And I fucking hate them. And I hate them because the mounting brackets are fucking stupid. When I mounted them, there's not enough swing in these brackets to mount these lights where they're usable. And so what happens is the light either faces straight that way or it faces straight down. And it's really annoying. And then on top of that, when it's mounted up in there, you can't get to the damn adjuster screws right here to even adjust it. So fuck it, I'm sending those back. Those are going back to Scamazon, and I'm gonna get some with the end mounts, and I'll just weld some brackets on the inside and end mount them. I've had really good luck with end mounts. I've had them on a lot of my equipment already, so I don't remember why I thought those would work, but I tried them and I don't like them. So I probably could make them work, make some specialty brackets, but it's a lot of work for no reason when Amazon will take it back. So I've got to fill up those holes I drilled in the canopy. I'm probably going to try to bend that bent spot out a little bit, but I need to fill up all these holes that I drilled, grind them back down. I don't need to, but going to. And then I need to do the welds on this are cracked on these 2 feet, so I'll have to clean those up as well and do those. But I don't think I'm going to do that right now. The light bar's not working out, kind of pissed me off, so I think I'm going to go work on my trailer today. So I will take y'all out there and you can see what's going on out there. Alright guys, I'm running low on video camera memory. I'm gonna have to start editing these damn videos here pretty soon. We are back on this lid. I think the last video I tried to mount the other light bars that I had. They had a stupid mounting system, so I returned them. I went ahead and filled in the holes and gave it a nice coat of paint. You can see the holes kind of filled in here and here, there, and everywhere. I did end up welding these feet on. I don't know if I covered the last video. Both of them had pretty bad cracks around. Oh, focus. Cracks around them. I ground them down pretty good and cleaned them up and tried to run a MIG bead, and it's just too dirty, so I ground that out and I went back with the little Everlast. Well, not little, but the Everlast and some 7018s, and I run 4 or 5 passes over them, and it looked pretty good. The weld came out presentable, I guess, and it sank in pretty good, so I trust that more than having a crack around it, because this is about 1/4 inch. This is some fairly thick shit. This is meant to be a roll cage. I mean, get some 1-inch plate right here. So this is pretty, I mean, I can't really move it myself. I've been having to use a chain hoist or tractor, so it's a pretty big chunk of steel. So anyways, we're gonna mount the new light bars on today, and I may put it on the tractor. We'll see. Here's the ones I got. They have these side mounts, and I actually made some. I could use these ones they come with and bolt it on, but that steel is kind of thin, so I just made me some 1/4 inch tabs, and we'll bolt them on and Steady. And just weld them in place. I did this for my other tractor and I'm pretty happy with it. It gives a really wide range of adjustability as far as where the light beam can go, so I like that. And I also have some, let's see here, I have some of these that I was going to put on the boom of the backhoe, kind of like that, but I got to make a enclosure so they don't get smashed off. So first things first, let's flip this canopy over and see if I can get this light bar put on there. Alright. Come on, camera, wake up. Wake up. Ah, you're gonna make me take my gloves off. Thank you. Alright, I got those welded on. They look pretty good. I'll bring y'all in for a closer inspection. Sank in quite a bit, actually. Oops. Steel, I think it's 1/8 inch. Might as well not 1/4 inch sitting. Oh well. I mean, I doubt it'll ever go anywhere. It just holds the light bar. But I do like to make these strong enough to where if it gets hit by something, it doesn't rip the tabs off. You know, and I also try to keep my light bars below the top of the roof and enclosed best I can. Helps keep them from getting beaten up. Because we have, as you can see over there, well, you may not be able to see because of the light, we have a shit ton of trees out here. Alright, once you get the pull wire through, unless it's a real, I mean this is pretty open tubing. Once you get the pull wire through and you get a good amount of tape on here, and some people go, oh, it's a waste of tape, you don't need that much. Yeah, well, them people never pull wires and had their fucking pull wire come loose from their other wires and have to spend another 30 minutes putting that shit back in there. More tape. As much tape as you can fit in the holes, normally what I do, because I don't want that motherfucker not to let go. So that worked out well. Finished running the wires and clean it up. I don't think I have any suspension clamps, so I may have to hang the wires another day. Just put them in the rough place. Alright guys, got this done. Take y'all mobile. Check it out up close.
Damn. I can't see fucking shit out of this thing.
Oh, we just welded some brackets on here. This is the quickest, easiest, and I mean it's, oh yeah, not the easiest, but this works real good. Now you guys got a dirty lens, hold on. That's not better. A little bit better. But it's really strong. I don't have to worry about, you know, like, so the hardware it comes with these little bracket things, and these are all right. It's kind of like universal where it can go on tube or flat type deal, and it would work, and I could throw a tech screw in there and it would probably be fine, but it's not really worth it for me, because if it breaks in the field or falls down, you know, now I gotta figure out how to fix it in the field. This weld, I mean, I'm pretty much guaranteed it won't break in the field. I'm very confident that I won't have any problems, and on top of that, I did it all the way around. I ran the wires, I ran all the wires down here. The two wires go down here. The grounds are all gonna be chassis ground, and I will have to put one here because I painted everything and I doubt it will connect. They come out there, come up here, and they go to their individual lights. And I was gonna run this along here and then just put suspension clips, but I don't like drilling in the frame if I don't have to, because it's just another weak spot if there was ever to be a problem. But the reality of it is this frame is more than strong enough to handle a decent rollover, and adding a couple holes won't really change the integrity too bad. And then one more over here, and that really tied it up nicely. I really like the fact that I can't see any wires looking in. There's no wires to get snagged on shit or a tree limb or anything like that. Looking back, I may have brought this up a little bit. It's got a little bit more of a gap here than I would have liked, but that's okay. It doesn't hurt anything other than really just aesthetics, and as you can see, this backhoe is just full of aesthetics. So we're gonna raise this up. I'm gonna see if I can do it with the chain hoist. I'm gonna raise it up, see if I can drive the tractor under it and set it back down on the tractor. So let's see if that works out or no. Probably won't, but we're gonna try. Alright, that stabs the canopy. That was... radio's way too loud. There we go. That stabs this pretty good. It was pretty easy with chain hoist. It was definitely able to lift it high enough up. I like it. I think I may cut the front one off and move it up in the future, but not right now. I really like the fact you can't see any wires on it. You can't see shit. It's all hidden in the tubing, which means I'm less likely to smash it off or rip something up. So that's nice, because this is pretty tall. I think it's like 9 or 10 foot to the top of the canopy. Which is pretty tall when you go through trees and stuff. I actually liked operating it without the canopy. It was really nice without the canopy and without the fenders. I can get in it. I cannot leave the machine to get to the back. I can still not leave the machine to get to the back. With it on, it's just kind of a tight squeeze. But I need to get this shit out the yard. And there's been like 9 times already I could have used the lights. So here we go. Right. Kind of weird walking back into the shop. Actually looks like a backhoe again. So I got more bolts I got to put in the bottom of these. I can't remember if they go through the fender or not. I wonder if I should go get the fenders. Yeah, I guess I will. Fuck it. Yeah, that's kind of how it goes. I don't remember those fenders being that much taller than that tire. definitely where it goes, though. Everything lines up, so whatever. Alright, well, I gotta run the store. I don't want to reuse these. These are far too fucked up. So I'm gonna run the store, see if I can find me some, and come back and hopefully finish this bad boy. Alright. I'm back from the store. I actually did a little bit of shit off camera because, let's face it, you guys don't want to watch me screw bolts together and cuss and throw a fit. But we got new fasteners, some grade 8 fasteners. Cost me a damn near arm and a leg for them. Got the fenders on, fasteners over here. This side worked out pretty good. Other side gave me some fits, so I had to chase a couple of the threads with the tap, and then after that they ran through good. So there's that. But all new fasteners, you know. I didn't trust how rusty the other ones were, so new there. So there's the other thing that kind of frustrates me. This side between this bar and here has a probably 1/4 inch gap over here, and on the other side it's actually, let me get over there, it's actually touching, and it's touching pretty hard. I actually had to use a pry bar and push on it a little bit to get the bolts started. So I'm thinking I may back this off and put me some shims in here and push that over an inch or so. Not quite sure. It's not really hurting anything. It's just kind of a pain in the dick to put back together. So there's the canopy. I got the wires that come through here. So I think the next task I'm gonna do is I've got a little tube that came off of the factory that kind of comes up through here and runs, I think it stops here. So I may make my own tube. I'm not quite sure, but I think that's what I want to do. And run those wires through here. I'll put a quick connect over here, so if I ever got to take a canopy off, I just unconnect it, boom, done. Pull it out of the way. And then there'll be a cord that goes up into the boom. And I'm not quite sure where I want to put these boom lights. I may put them here, or I may put them further up here. I'm not gonna put them on this beam because this beam will get tore up too easily. Because I do use that for whacking trees and shit. So I may put them back here. This may be the safest spot to put them. And I've got 4 of them, but I think I'm only gonna put 2. I was thinking about putting one on this side facing kind of down and the adjacent side facing up a little bit more. So I got like a wide spread. I'm not quite sure. I don't really do a lot of work during the night, but if I don't have the lights, we'll have an animal die at night and I'll have to bury it in the dark with a flashlight. So if I do have the lights, I'll never have to use them, but I need to take a chain hoist down before I forget about it and tear the hoist out of the barn. But it's coming together. I don't think I'm gonna put the covers back here. It's just too convenient to be able to get to all this. And she's not here for the beauty pageant. So I do have these left. I ran the bolts, the stop bolts through here. So this has got some hellacious gap. I'm pretty surprised. I don't know if they built these canopy off or if this damn beam over time has pushed into itself. So I gotta run these bolts down. I think I got new ones I'm gonna put in here too. They don't really hold much load, but got them, smoke them. All right, put you guys back on the canopy, I guess. Now I do have a grate that goes back in here, but I'm not quite, I kind of want to get all the kinks worked out before I button it up, you know? So, all right, guys. So, here's that tube I was talking about earlier. And it originally, and I still have the clamps that go from the 2 bolts that clamp it down. It originally went, I think somewhere up in here. Or maybe it went higher. Shit. I don't know, it's not, something like that. And it had a wire in it originally. But it terminates right there. And I'd really like to see, I don't know if I have any, this looks like 3/8 tube, like brake line. I don't think I have any. So let me go scavenge through the scrap pile, because I'd really like to get it to about here. Actually, I'd kind of like to take it over this hump. Oops, sorry. Over that hump right there, past the seat, and maybe turn it down. That's kind of what I'd like to do. So let me go see what type of scrap we got. And I can run the two wires up in there. And that will get that done, because people do walk, I mean, people as in me, walks through there all the time. So, we'll go see what I can find and I'll bring you back. Alright guys, we're back here. Just got done editing a bunch of video. And I've realized that not using the gimbal has picked up a lot of noise from me touching the camera and etc, etc, etc. So I'm going to try using my gimbal if it will cooperate with me. It should help with stability just a little bit too. But you're going to have to bear with me because I'm still not the best at using it yet. So practice makes perfect, I guess. Alright, so today we're still working on the electrical. I was going to put these on the boom. Actually, I'll show you. This is just a temporary little setup I've made, magnet that I had laying around, and the light I was planning on putting on the boom, and I kind of like this area-ish, but after, let's climb up here, after climbing up and sitting on it, I realized I hate it. I hate it because my bucket's already really small, as you can see. You can barely see it between the beam. On camera, it's worse than in person. It's not miserable, but it's pretty small. When I put a light here and anywhere up the beam, on full extension or in like digging or anything like that, it pretty much 100% blocks me being able to see that tooth without leaning way the hell outside the machine. So I've kind of figured that the reality of it is I'm only going to use the lights for digging, probably like the boom lights. I don't really use them like 2% of the time. And considering that I would have to look around them constantly, and they'd be a huge nuisance, a huge pain in the ass for only 2% of the time, I'm just not going to do it. It's not worth the time. So I'm going to omit those. I'm going to leave those off. If I end up picking up a bunch of jobs where I have to dig at night or something like that, or the bucket's just totally unseeable at night, I'll revise it and figure out what the hell I'm going to do. But for now, this, come on camera. This one up here should be more than adequate enough for what I will be doing. So, sorry, still playing with the gimbal. It's not going well yet. No, not block. So, there, that's better.
We ready or what?
Oh, hold on, I'm fucking with my hole.
So let me kind of show you what. Yeah, okay, really gimbal. Let me show you. Climb down from here. Kind of show you what we got going on so far. So I was able to find some 3/8 line. I actually painted it last night because why not, right? We're fancy. Some 3/8 tubing or whatever the fuck you want to call this shit, and bent it up. And this actually goes, let's see if I can do this. Oh yeah, I can do this one-handed. Goes right, come on, camera. Goes right here. And that will give me a nice little, okay, really camera? Little trace to run my wires and keep them from getting mashed up. I'm gonna find my tabs too. I've got some tabs over here. Okay, we're drying up here there. Drying. This fucking camera, I swear to God.
Just made it worse.
Alright guys, this gimbal is just... So, the thought process behind these was I was going to put these on the, take these bolts out, put them here. It's like here-ish. And then the same thing over here. And then I was going to take some suspension type clamps and clamp that to there. And then I got to realizing last night when I was laying in bed that I could just weld that steel tube to that steel bracket. And there's one less clamp to bolt, there's one less thing to get bent up. So that's what I'm gonna do. So, but I really like the way the trace came out, or tube, whatever the hell you want to call it. A little more intricate than I wanted it to be, but it's better than getting my wires smashed up. So that's what I'm gonna work on today. I'm gonna get this run, hopefully get the wires in it today, and maybe we can turn these damn light bars on. I probably will need to do something with these marker lights, especially if I end up picking up any jobs that require me to get on and off the road. I think legally I have to have these, so I'm not quite sure. For now I'm gonna leave them because I don't have any jobs lined up with it yet other than personal jobs, and I've left them on here for the sake of I'm probably going to have to use them for something in the near future. Zoop. Alright, well, I'll get that trace done up and we'll go from there. I'll bring you back when I got something to show you.